A big idea often begins with a tiny spark of inspiration, a spark that can sometimes even ignite a revolution. We bring you stories from Mahindra's Spark the Rise campaign, a platform to propel innovation and entrepreneurship. This week, meet Dhruv Lakra, whose courier service is nothing less than a miracle for the hearing impaired. Meet Arundhati Gupta, who is helping disadvantaged youth seek emotional and career guidance from professionals in Bangalore. Get inspired by S-Smart, a unique venture which retails solar products in local kirana shops to reach the consumers who need it the most. And watch Gadam India march towards its goal to make villages self-reliant. "28-year-old Rinku is deaf since birth, but that hasn't stopped him from working and making a living. A registered employee with a courier company called Miracle Couriers, Rinku earns a decent amount of salary every month by delivering parcels across Mumbai.
एक जगह पे कपड़े का सिलाई का काम करता था, लेकिन यहाँ से मिरेकल में आया हूँ, मुझे अच्छा लगता है। पहले कंपनी में था, वहाँ पे मैं अकेला डेफ लड़का था, लेकिन यहाँ पे पूरा इंटायर टीम मिरेकल में डेफ है, इसी वजह से मुझे अच्छा लगता है करके।
Bringing about a miracle to many others like Rinku is this courier company with a difference. Miracle Couriers, founded in January 2009. Statistics reveal that the employment rate of deaf adults in India is staggeringly low, a number that Dhruv is trying to change.
So I realize that the deaf people per se in India don't get jobs. Issues like rampant unemployment, strong discrimination, very high cases of illiteracy, no education, no skill development. So all these factors put together, you realize that this is a community that has not really done well per se.
The idea occurred to him when he saw the unique challenges faced by a deaf commuter while travelling on a local bus in Mumbai.
I was sitting next to a deaf boy in Bombay in a bus, and I got talking to him by writing that he's deaf, and I got to know he's deaf. And I really got me thinking that what can I do for this community. I wanted to start a company that hires low-income deaf youth in Bombay and give them jobs.
A former banker and Oxford graduate, Dhruv quit his job at Merrill Lynch and used his grant as the initial investment fund to set up the business.
I got a fellowship called Echoing Green that is based in New York. It's a prestigious fellowship. So the initial capital was from that fellowship.
His concept combines innovation and benevolence, as it's the first courier company that employs underprivileged deaf people, giving them an opportunity to make a living.
Right now I have about 52 people. We do about 35 to 40,000 shipments a month, depending, every month varies. December is a relatively busy month because of Christmas and New Year, so a lot of gifting and a lot of corporate gifting happens.
The company hires both deaf men and women. While the men do the deliveries, the women do the back office operations like entering the shipments in the system, accounting and data entry.
Earlier, I didn't know anything about computers. Dhruv sir and Nimish sir helped me understand internet and other things.
We have a list of reputed clients. The mail is picked up from their office in the evenings, from the dispatch rooms. Our boys go to the individual pin codes. They pick up the mail, come to office. The mail is kept here. And in the evening or early morning, sometimes early morning, the sorting happens pin code wise. Every boy has been allocated a pin code. Every boy takes the shipments in his pin code and takes in his bag and just goes for delivery.
With an army of 50 to 60 deaf boys, Dhruv has picked up their language as well and smoothly manages the delivery operations via the SMS mode.
We use text messages. All our boys have mobile phones. The deaf community is very, very dependent on mobile phones and they love using SMSs. Working with the deaf community, I think I've got a fair understanding of the language. I don't claim to be an expert. I have a lot to learn in the language, but I am very, very comfortable in Indian Sign Language.
I start working in Miracle 2009. My salary is increasing day by day, year by year. Every year, last 3 years, I am getting more salary. And my delivery is increasing day by day. Miracle teach me how to deliver. I am finishing my delivery by 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. I started my delivery morning 10 o'clock.
At a time when there is very little public sympathy for the deaf, Miracle Couriers comes as a spark to the deaf community, providing them with sustainable means of livelihood.
I am an engineer by education with an MBA degree, and I work for marketing and communications in IBM.
I've been working in the IT industry for last 20 plus years.
I'm an engineer by qualification. I work with a market research firm called Nielsen India Private Limited.
For most of the young professionals in this group, today is a day off their hectic schedules. But instead of watching movies or lazing away their weekends, they meet here to discuss and review the future of young but disadvantaged boys and girls associated with them.
What's really made a difference in your life.
They are a part of Mentor Together, an initiative that aims to empower and give direction to underprivileged youth by providing them a mentor.
As a volunteer in 2007-8, when I was organizing career fairs around the city, I noted that most young people did not have one reliable adult in their life who was sharing day-to-day experiences, helping them with knowledge and wisdom through just regular periods in their life, right? All decisions were made based on just a herd mentality, and all the adults were very authoritarian and you do as I tell. So we felt that our cities as urban centers, which had so many people willing to give back, could be doing more for youngsters, could be building up more empowering and meaningful relationships. So Mentor Together was a way to facilitate such ecosystems in the city.
After completing her Masters in Finance from Manchester Business School, Arundhati Gupta returned to India to start Mentor Together in 2009, influenced by mentors in her own life.
I was always that academic student who didn't really think of life beyond the classroom. And when I was 20 and I met my personal mentor, he told me that this personal mentor was Dr. Rajiv Gowda from the IIM Bangalore. He said that I think you have a lot of great ideas and leadership potential and you can be doing something about them. And at that point I was like, wait, what does he see in me that tells him that I have leadership potential? But I just took his word for it and his belief in me to start doing these type of leadership events. Mentor Together with the girl.
Once a mentor commits for a year, they are then matched to a mentee after a screening process.
So once a person does 2 reference checks, if we find a strong match for them, either on a shared academic, personal or a career need with our existing mentee population, they get matched on to that mentee. They go through at least 10 to 12 hours of compulsory mentor training, which we give out along with trained psychologists. After that, a mentor takes on a year-long commitment of 2 to 3 meetings every month with their mentee. Mentor Together gives them curriculum on English, life skills, career planning, academic planning, and sometimes even community problem solving that they use to structure their at least 50% of their meetings. But we entirely encourage mentors and mentees to do things that are otherwise also personally meaningful to them. We encourage them to go out and have fun with each other other than just doing serious stuff.
Over the course of the year, mentors work on improving mentees' language skills, developing their life skills, and helping them pursue their academic and career goals.
I'm helping somebody make a career choice and stick to it. I'm helping her explore options with respect to the career choices that she has. I'm also able to, in a sense, when I can closely relate to my mentees' fears. it's a very personal, it's a very satisfying relationship that I've formed with my mentee over the course of these 10 months.
I could also, by working with this corporate people, I could also improve my communication as well as presentation skills. This is actually, which will be very helpful for me throughout my career in my life.
The emotional support provided by the mentor has helped many to make some tough decisions.
In Mysore, we've been able to help girls ward off pressure for early marriage just because they've been able to plan for their future and say that I will seriously pursue this course or this, career.
Sparking hope in the hearts of young India is Arundhati Gupta and her initiative Mentor Together. On the other side of the break, catch the story of S-Mart, which is bringing solar technology within the reach of the rural market.
People didn't know how to get these technologies because they didn't know about them and didn't know where to get them. And if they broke, they didn't know how to fix them. So S-Mart fills in that gap by marketing the technologies, making them available at the local level, at the grassroots level, and then also providing the service.
And watch Gadam India empower villages by utilizing their strengths.
Women were earning maybe nothing or 500 rupees a month doing some menial jobs, and today earning about 3,500 a month sitting in their houses. So that is empowering them financially.
Swami runs a small store in Pollachi, a town in the Coimbatore rural district of Tamil Nadu. Besides offering snacks and sweets, Swami started offering local people solar products.
எனக்கு நல்லா இருக்குது. பொதுவா எனக்கு ரெண்டுக்குமே கவர் ஆகுது. உள்ள வெளியில ஃபுல்லா கவர் ஆகிக்குது. பிரச்சனை இல்ல. சர்வீஸ்லாம் நல்லா இருக்கு. கூப்பிட்டா அடுத்த செகண்ட் கொண்டு கொடுத்துறாங்க. ஒண்ணும் பிரச்சனை இல்ல. நாங்க வந்து கரண்ட் எல்லாம் எடுத்து வராது, ஒண்ணும் வராது. தைரியமா எங்க வேணாலும் கொண்டு போய்க்கலாம் வச்சுக்கலாம் அப்படினு சொல்லி கொடுக்கிறோம்.
Converting many such local kirana shops into technological product hubs is a unique venture, S-Mart Global.
Saw that people didn't know how to get these technologies because they didn't know about them and didn't know where to get them, and if they broke, they didn't know how to fix them. So S-Mart fills in that gap by marketing the technologies, making them available at the local level, at the grassroots level, and then also providing the service.
S-Mart is based on the belief that millions of people in India have unmet essential needs. Although technologies that meet these needs already exist, they are not always accessible to those who need them. S-Mart places these products in local kirana shops so that anyone can access them.
But using S-Mart, what we get is we are able to give a quality product which S-Mart believes in, and they give it to the rural village. So it is more like an investment which they campaign in their demos, and they ask them to invest their money in our products, which is again quality, which might be a couple of ₹100 more expensive than a cheap product, but quality is something that S-Mart believes in. So in that we benefit making a very good product, which will also, our brand will be also more established in the long term.
S-Mart products are based on solar energy, lanterns and water filters. After buying the product in bulk from the manufacturer, S-Mart runs a sample test on the product before it finally reaches the retail shop owner, who benefits from the increased margins of 8 to 10%.
Are actually the retail shops, and for them, carrying an S-Mart product provides differentiation, for example, from other retail shops that are in the area around them, because hey, these aren't products that you can get anywhere. They're not like Coca-Cola or anything like that. And then, so that brand name and the ability to differentiate themselves from their competitors nearby is something that they believe is good for them. It's part of what we believe is their USP, or our USP for them.
This is barber in this area.
whose business was always down after 6. He hardly had business. He was using a candlelight. So then we went and approached him, and actually he came, like, he happened to see our demo, and he came and bought a product. So now he's like business till 9. His business hours is extended. So he's actually making a lot of money. The other shop is a small hotel that he has, you know, like a small mess. When he was using candlelights, he's bought a piece of solar lantern. He's ready to buy one more. But he says, like, his business extends to these lorry that are on this road like late nights up to 12. So solar lights, because with the backup and the service we give, he's really happy with it. So he says, my business has actually improved because I have like these solar lights.
Unlike companies that are designing technologies for low-income households, S-Mart is already distributing affordable, high-quality goods. Aiming to scale its impact and become financially sustainable, S-Mart envisions to sell more solar-powered products to help manufacturers, retailers and consumers alike. India lives in its villages. Mahatma Gandhi's observation is true for the 21st century as well. Instead of ignoring rural population as another statistic, Gadam India is turning them into rural entrepreneurs.
We go and stay with them in the villages, understand their strength. Everybody has a strength. So we try to understand their professional as well as their personal skills. And based on that, we develop a training module, like a program for them. And most of the women are good with basketry or some handwork. So we work on that, give them, just hone those skills, impart more trainings to make it more marketable, give them market information, knowledge.
Gadam India not only provides training to rural artisans of West Bengal and Odisha, but also a crucial market platform that they were lacking before.
Start with trainings, giving them the market intelligence, what to produce, what materials to use, what local materials to use. So it's an intensive training program before it's marketed. Our team, they take the products with the village people, local entrepreneurs whom we want to make into local entrepreneurs, to these melas. And they learn about how to sell, the right price, never to overprice, never to underprice, and also the quality as to what the market is, the consumer is looking, so direct interaction with the consumer.
Gadam Hart, a retail outlet which sells the handiwork of many of these artisans, is an important market linkage.
This started about 2 years after Gadam was set, when we realized that it's not just about training, but we need to have a longer program. So that's when Gadam Hart came in place. And today Gadam Hart is a brand which is selling even on portals. And you have even retail outlets, and we even have exporters picking up products. So the quality of products has gone up.
The organization's modus operandi is simple. It helps build the potential of craft clusters till the time the artisans are independent.
Our whole idea is that we hold hands and we just don't say that, okay, here is your product, now we've taken you once to the market and you can do it. No, it's much more. We say we sell it for you, initially for a few years, and we are going to handle the profits, and then we rope them back into the village. But you decide where is it that you need it, the money to be put in your development, in your village development.
Apart from rural development, Gadam India is also helping women in villages take that first step towards social transformation.
When we started, the women were earning maybe nothing or 500 rupees a month doing some menial jobs. Today earning about 3,500 a month, sitting in their houses. So that is empowering them financially. But apart from that, when they work as a team with the men, so there is a lot of social impact as well. They are considered as a sort of a social transformation which happens slowly over a period of time, wherein they are considered as teammates and not inferior mates.
Now the organization is ready to grow in leaps and bounds with its plans for a craft ashram.
Craft ashram is a one-stop solution, which we've said, like a gurukul. We're calling it a Hasta Shilpi Gurukul. So that's a learning cum production center in the hub, based on a hub spoke model, where acts like a satellite hub, wherein there are more than 400 villages all around it. And all these village people, artisans, can come and utilize that facility. So we're going to have an R&D place, cell over there, with the tie-ups with some scientific organizations to have the right kind of machinery for rural development. And and we'll have some designers going and working there. So the market linkage, so all that comes directly to that area. But the main focus is to work on so many villages simultaneously and to hone their skills. In the area where we want to set up the craft ashram, 65% of the artisans are living below poverty line and only 1% of the artisans live in pakka houses. So there is a lot that can be done to bring them above poverty line. And this is going to be the solution as we envisage for them.
As Gadam India slowly marches towards its dreams, here's wishing them all the best.